before the evening bell. Frost filmed the windows where the market lights had dwelled. I walked the service road beyond the rail, with one dead flashlight and a paper trail. The orchard waited under silver wire, every branch a match that would not catch fire. I heard your footsteps where the power failed. Beneath the packing crate, meet me where the fruit trees learn to wait. I read it with the moon against the page. Your handwriting was older than my age. The generators cough behind the wall, a distant siren thin and ceased to call. I found your scarf caught high in winter thaw, of someone gone. I tied it to the gate and entered on. When the blackout opens its eye, I will not mistake the dark for goodbye. Your name is a lantern under the ground, a quiet pulse where no lights sound. When the blackout opens its eye, I will stand where the cold wires lie, and let the lost stars witness why. The glass house stood behind the cedar rose. Its roof was starred with crystallized snow. Inside, the seedlings slept in numbered trays. Blue emergency lamps recall forgotten days. You had been keeping every letter there, folded like small wings in the dry air. Maps of all the houses we could not repair, a list of names the council called elsewhere. Beside each name a seed and date, a promise measured out against the weight. You knew the grid would fail before the storm. You built a little season to stay warm, but I had called your warnings fear. I chose the city, chose the crowd, chose leaving you here. The final page was fastened to the door. It said, do not make my absence yours. Outside, the frozen branches began to gleam. The first returning current crossed the line. The old lamps flickered one by one. The thin blue halos yielded to the dawn. I read your name among the planting rows, and felt the buried future start to grow. I wanted the lights to punish me, to make your prophecy the only thing I see. But morning gave no verdict from above, only work and soil and the stubborn cost of love. I took the seeds beneath my sleeve and walked back toward the streets you chose to leave. When the blackout opens its eye, I will carry the orchard through the night. Your name is a lantern under the ground, a living pulse where no light. When the blackout opens its eye, broken avenues glow. I cannot bring the dead back home. I can refuse to let them grow alone. The first green point beneath the snow is all the light I need to know. I found the ledger beneath the chapel stairs, bound in a skin of dust and years. Each page was signed in my own hand, yet none recalled the words I planned. The ink was blue where mine was black. A second voice kept writing back. It named the night I locked the door. It named the face I could not mourn. I blamed the damp for failing light. The paper answered line by line. A sentence ended with my breath. Another promise, someone death. I tore the page. The fiber shone. The hidden script had entered bone. If I deny it, will it fade? If I confess, who wrote the blade? The walls lean close, the rafters listen. Two separate shadows share one position. I hear your footsteps in my throat. I hear my voice refuse your note. The name I buried starts to rise. The second handwriting under mine keeps crossing out the life I sign. It knows the rooms I never enter. It turns my mercy into splinter. I call it yours, I call it fear. It writes the truth when no one hears. If I am split, then let me see which half kept you away from me. The second handwriting will not sleep. I followed ink across the margin, past a date the bells had forgotten. It led me through the laundry hall, behind a seam inside the wall. The coat you wore before the thaw still held the shape my silence saw. I used a key sewn in the seam to open a drawer beneath the beam. Inside the vows were small and plain, the daily lies that mimic rain. I did not hear you in the stair. I did not know you waited there. I had no strength to ask you in. I thought the dark would hide my sin. The second hand had marked each line beneath the dates I called benign. It named the night your fever broke. It named the words I left unspoken. I was the one who closed the door. The other hand had begged for more. The rafters hold the breath I cannot answer. A fracture opens where the silence gathers. One last thought goes cold inside my throat. Leave the cold air in my throat. I will not make a ghost of blame. I will not hide behind a name. The ink runs black beneath my skin. The room grows small, the truth comes in. If I was cruel, then call it cruelty. If I was weak, then let it ruin me. Your absence is not a separate God. It is the path my own hands trod. I signed the final page away. The second handwriting under mine no longer rules the life I sign. It held the truth I could has returned. The black line stays, the page can turn. I leave with neither voice erased. My brother before the table, with winter mud upon his chains. The magistrate read out a confession in a voice that sounded like rain. Each sentence wore his careful handwriting, though he had never learned to write. They placed the signet near my candle and asked me to bless the night. Outside the barracks filled with children waiting for a verdict's drum, he looked at me without surrender, as if my silence could still come. The wax was warm between my fingers, the room was loud with borrowed law. He shook his head once, almost kindly. I saw the wound beneath his jaw. I felt the old blood call my name. I will not seal this. I will not turn your breath to prove. Let the iron doors remember who stood beneath this roof. I will not seal this, though they promise I can live. If my hand becomes their weapon, what is left for me to give? I will not seal this. Let the whole black chamber hear. Your silence is not surrender, your terror is not fear. I will not seal this, while the false words crown the page. If the law demands my brother, I will answer with my rage. They brought the village ledger after every harvest, birth and debt. His name was marked beside a number, as if a life were an asset. The commander offered me a carriage, a room beyond the borderline. He said my brother's death was mercy and called obedience divine. I remembered how he taught me to mend a harness in the rain, how he stood between our doorway and the soldier's first campaign. The scribe beside me kept on writing each stroke a nail in The bells have lost the hour they promised. Dust settles softly on the stone. I walk where kneeling shadows gather, with one sealed letter in my coat, and every step makes absence known. The sexton left the eastern doorway before the first procession light. He gave me keys without their labels and warned me not to read the night. Beneath the choir, the boards were hollow. Beneath the hollow iron slept. I heard your name inside the silence, the name I swore I would forget. The candles leaned toward colder windows while I descended without prayer. Carry me past the carved procession, past every face that turned to stone. I bear the truth threshold, I left the ledger there with it. No hand was raised to stop my leaving, no voice reclaimed the word I said. The choir kept breathing in the rafters while footsteps answered from ahead. Was built below the warning line, where summer water stained the wall. I kept one key beneath my tongue, though every door had learned to fall. The tide came in without a thunder, filling pictures, beds and stairs beneath the floor. A room kept breathing with my mother's winter clothes still there. I went below with a borrowed lantern, through the kitchen's floating plates. The hallway bent around the silence, and the plaster opened like a gate. Her red coat hung beside the boiler, untouched since the year she left. I had blamed her for the drowning, because blame was easier than grief. In the pocket, one small photograph held our faces before the storm. Behind it a note said, "Do not follow," but her in the room beneath the tide, I found the part of me I hid. No wave could wash the promise clean, no death could change what memory did. If you left to save your own life, I will not call that love a lie. I will carry what you couldn't, though the water climbs my eyes. In the room beneath the tide, struck a row of bottles, each one marked with dates and names. She had stored the town's last medicine while the officials closed the gates. Her final entry named the missing, not as numbers but as kin. She had gone beneath the harbor when the shelter roof gave in. I read her name and felt it. And the sea came down in sheets. I could save the box or breathe now, and the choice cut through my teeth. gone beneath the current. The lantern swings above the stair. I leave the room to keep its silence, but take a photograph from there. The tide recedes, but not the depth. The spillway gates were chained against the rain. Black water climbed the steps below. At midnight, the drown bell rang beneath the river, and every siren died in the undertow. From the lower quarter, a rusted key and order stamped in red. The lockmaster had vanished from the control room. His boots were lined beside the riverbed. They said the flood was nature's judgment. They said the drowned had built too near the wall, but names were scratched beneath the emergency lever, and children's shoes were nailed along the hall. I heard a second heartbeat in the concrete. If the river was ordered to take them, then the river will learn what we feel. I am not the witness they can purchase. I am not the silence in their file. I will strike the bell beneath the water till the dead answer mile by mile. You can bury every map in silt, you can weld the warning doors, but the drowned will rise through every district and walk their names across your floors. At dawn the council came in blackened coaches. They brought a priest to bless the broken chain. The mayor called the missing an unfortunate number, while engineers were drafted. The upper gates were opened early to save the mansions from the fall. The council sealed the chamber with a verdict. I took the ledger where they saw me crawl. The turbines groaned like wolves below the chapel. The water filled the tunnels one by one. I cut the council's power at the junction and heard the buried machinery come undone. Then through the flood I hauled the iron clapper, its chain had teeth and blood along the ring. I swung it at the heart of the spillway. The whole dam began to sing, and every drowned street answered from from within. I dragged the drowned bell into daylight. I made the iron testify. The gate stood open to the living, while the guilty learned to hide. Let the black tide climb the marble stairways, let the flood erase the polished seal. The river carried every stolen order to the mouths they thought could never feel. I am not the witness they can purchase. I am the hand that breaks the file. I struck the bell beneath the water till the dead answered mile by mile. No map could hold the names returning, no wall could keep the voices down. The drowned walked through the council chamber and laid their silt upon the crown. When morning came, we rang for every town. The spillway slept beneath the wreckage. The council seal was rust beside the gate. I left the ledger on the courthouse table. For every hand that comes too late. The bell stood black against the river, its voice still shaking through the stone. No anthem rose above the water, but every drowned street knew its own. And the flood kept turning the town. Furnace windows paused before the dawn. Red dust settled where the lockers stood. I heard the empty shift bell strike once. Shift behind the cooling chambers, but no one looked the foreman in the face. He told us grief was cheaper than a stop page, then raised the gate to make the furnace roar. I held the boy's unclaimed code against me and felt the whole black building ask for more. No more hands for the hungry fire. No more prayers inside the steel. I will not feed the mouth that took him. I will not theater closed before the final applause. Dust settled softly where the footlights paused. A torn red program slept beneath the seat. The dark remembered every passing beat. I found your glove beside the orchestra rail. Its little seam was white and pale. The stage door breathed a corridor of rain, and every empty row repeated your name. I was the one who struck the closing chord. You were the one who never crossed the floor. We had rehearsed a life in borrowed light, then lost the script between the acts that night. Your letter waited under painted dust. Its paper held no promise left to trust. Forgive the one who cannot stay. No signature to tell me what to say. I read it once beside the silent pit, then read the blank where your name should have been. The ushers had removed the velvet rope as if a barrier could bury hope. I watched the curtains gather up the room and felt the ceiling lower with the gloom. The last machine still turned the painted stars across the walls, across my private scars. I kept the ticket though the ink had run, a small admission that the leaving won. The curtain kept your shadow when you fled. It moved above the silence of my head. I called you back, the velvet swallowed sound. No answer rose from anywhere around. If love was only borrowed light to you, then let the dark collect what I cannot do. I climbed the stairs to where the actors dressed and found your mirror facing west. The bolts were cold, the powder turned to stone. A single pin remained alone. I pressed my palm against the silver glass and saw the years I could not make you pass. Outside, the city changed its name. Inside, the old applause became a flame. I left before the curtain called again. Do not return as music in the plaster. Do not make absence gentler than disaster. I know the shape of promises that bend. I know a final act can have no end. Your leaving was not noble, mine not pure. We kept the wound because it could endure. Distant weather gathers over the empty seats. Every hidden thread inside me comes loose. I will stand where the footlights lost their color and hear my own voice growing clearer. fades inside my hand. Dawn turns the stage to ordinary gray. I leave the theater unlocked and let the silence keep the clock. Lie under river, humming through the rain. I hold the dead man's lever with both hands. A distant engine dances from the drowned land. Tonight the tracks remember what I cannot. Waited under flood water. Their windows held the faces I once knew. My brother signed his name, the engine. He swore he heard the bridge begin to groan. The floodgate chain was shaking in the current. The river climbed the iron pylon stone by stone. A green lamp flickered past the siding. I saw the bridge divide the rain. The radio hissed with broken orders. No priest arrived to bless the train. I had one switch beneath my fingers. One route led away from every home. One route led straight into the water. I chose the line that left me alone. Turn the points, let the drown line choose. Let the black water swallow the news. I kept one lantern for the ones who stayed. I killed one signal with the price it made. If you are calling from beneath the steel, tell me which wound a living heart can seal. Turn the points, let the drown line choose. I will not call this mercy when I lose. The rails are teeth, the storm is wide. Your last red light still burns inside. Turn the points and let the silence move. They called me brave when morning entered. They never counted what the dark had done. They found the engine under sheets of gravel. Its furnace held the shape of everyone. My brother's watch was full of river. Its hands were frozen where the whistle died. I set it ticking on the signal cabinet. Every midnight it opens the tide. Every red lamp turns toward your side. Then through the thunder came a number. Not a ghost but the signal code. Buried beneath the drowned dispatches. I had locked the floodgate from the road. I had closed the bridge to save the houses. I had watched the final carriage fall. To save the town I gave the river every voice that ever called. The lever burns beneath my palm now. I answer every light that moves. Turn the points, let the drown line choose. Let the black water swallow the news. I kept one lantern for the ones who The blue thread shone where the lining had been torn. Something hard was waiting in the sea. Shoulder cloth, cold as a coin and heavier than loss. The tailor's chalk still marked the hidden fold. Your careful hands had measured what I hold. Outside the boarding house was waking slow. Milk carts rattled through the thawing snow. You never meant to send it. Name the room where all our lives would end. You wrote that truth was kinder after death, then left me with the lock and borrowed breath. I took your coat and walked into the gray. The key sewn into winter still turns inside my head. It opens no forgiveness. It opens where we stand. I will not make a temple of every word you hear. I can unlock the silence and leave it where you did. The room was under stairs behind the kitchen, a narrow place of ledgers, dust and tin. I found the rent receipts from other years, each month a smaller lie, each line a fear. You had been saving letters from the landlady and medicine you never let me see. The debt was not the secret I expected. The secret was the way you stayed unprotected. You thought that keeping pain would make me free. You called it love, it looked like cowardice. I read until the window filled with rain and felt the old defense give way to shame. Your final page was not a plea to stay. It asked me to forgive myself someday. I could not grant it in that room, but I could stop repeating what you chose and carry neither key nor blame back home. I laid the coat across the empty bed. The blue thread trembled like a vein of lead. The key made one small circle in the light.